opportunity to really come back in the music business with the best. With the best. When they came to me, we sat there together, and I was like, I had to
accelerate. And he took a hit, breathed 2 short breaths. One for life, the last for death.
Eminem, Mark. How you doing? All right. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Good to see you.
Where am I supposed to go, over here?
Yeah, just chill right there.
We'll just all stand together like a happy, fun bunch.
Yes.
Happy group. Well, Lord, Eminem, I'm trying to get where this guy is.
Love to see that happen. We have to think of a charity event that we can make Marky Mark come back, because that would be amazing.
Mark Wahlberg has made a splash in the ongoing controversy surrounding P. Diddy, sparking a frenzy across the internet. The acclaimed actor recently revealed a bombshell revelation that has reverberated throughout the hip-hop community, promising to dominate discussions for weeks to come. While many may be surprised to learn that Marky Mark's initial career path was in rap, he ultimately diverted course due to a significant factor, or rather, an individual. What exactly did the action star disclose, and how does it impact the legal battles facing Diddy? Let's find out in today's video. But first, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates like this. Now let's dive in.
Come back, because that would be amazing.
Let's partner up and do that together for a very worthy cause.
What do I have to do with it? What am I doing?
Well, you could sing the Lolita.
I had the chance to re-enter the music scene with the best in the business. We sat down together, but ultimately I had to decline, remarked actor Mark Wahlberg, further complicating Diddy's tumultuous situation as the embattled CEO of Bad Boy Records faces scrutiny over various allegations. Recently, federal agents from Homeland Security conducted raids on Diddy's residences in New York and Los Angeles, flipping them upside down in search of undisclosed evidence. While the specific motives behind these raids remains elusive, aerial footage captured by prominent news outlets showed agents combing through documents, electronic devices, and personal belongings. Despite the extensive operation, Homeland Security has remained tight-lipped regarding the ongoing investigation.
If there was a charity event,
Absolutely.
would you be able to remember all the lyrics of all your songs?
All my songs? No. Absolutely not.
Which song would you remember?
Rumors circulating suggest that the barrage of lawsuits against Diddy may have prompted the sudden search. At this point, Diddy could undoubtedly benefit from some peace and quiet, especially considering the relentless onslaught of trolls and legal battles he's faced since last November. Nevertheless, many remain steadfast in their pursuit of justice, fueled by the alleged actions inflicted upon his victims. Amongst those rumored to have spoken out against Diddy is actor Mark Wahlberg, affectionately known as Marky Mark. Speculation swirls that Wahlberg attributed his departure from the rap scene due to Diddy's influence. While the official narrative paints Wahlberg's transition into acting as a financial necessity during the struggle to launch his music career, whispers from insiders suggest a different tale. According to sources close to the matter, Wahlberg was disenchanted by the excesses witnessed at Diddy's residences and within the hip-hop studios nationwide. These supposed experiences ultimately led him to pivot towards film. However, it's speculated that Wahlberg has remained mum on the subject, possibly to preserve his future prospects in the music industry, hinting at a potential comeback that he doesn't wish to jeopardize.
Videos of me performing and they're mortified. Anytime, like if they see the picture with me in the underwear, oh my God, they'd be so embarrassed.
Mark Wahlberg initially sought to emulate the path of his older brother Donnie Wahlberg, a founding member of the boy band New Kids on the Block. Though Mark briefly joined the original band, his true passion lay in rap, prompting his departure to pursue his musical aspirations. In 1991, he formed Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, alongside friends Hector the Inspector, Ashley Ace, and DJ T. The group's debut project, Music for the People, made waves, propelled by the hit single Good Vibrations that resonated strongly with fans. Their follow-up track, Wild Side, achieved notable success, peaking at number 5 on the Billboard Hot Singles Sales chart and earning a gold certification. The group's momentum soared when they opened for New Kids on the Block during their final tour. Expanding their horizons, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch ventured into the realm of video games, albeit with modest success compared to their musical endeavors. Undeterred, they released their sophomore album, You Gotta Believe, which failed to replicate the triumphs of their debut, yielding only a minor hit single with the title track.
No, absolutely not.
Which song would you remember?
Well, Good Vibrations is easy because I performed it so many times.
Yeah.
But
The group's trajectory took a downward turn as they struggled to recapture the early success they experienced upon their inception in 1992. Mark Wahlberg exacerbated their woes when he endorsed Shabba Ranks' controversial remarks advocating for crucifixion. This endorsement ignited a firestorm within the alphabet community, prompting calls for the rapper's cancellation. Brands were urged to sever ties with him as an ambassador, and fans were discouraged from supporting his music. Facing intense backlash, Wahlberg was compelled to relocate to Germany in a bid to rejuvenate his music career. In Germany, the aspiring rapper found a fresh start, signing with East West Records and collaborating with the late reggae artist Prince Ital Joe. Marky Mark's resilience paid off as he breathed new life into his music, experiencing a resurgence in his career. His single, United, struck a chord with German audiences, soaring to the top of local charts and earning acclaim from fans and critics alike, reminiscent of the warm reception their debut project had received in Germany. Following his triumphs in Germany, Wahlberg joined forces with Prince Ital Joe for his second project, the Remix album, released in 1995 under Ultronic Records. His success abroad paved the way for him to assemble a music ensemble dubbed One Love, where he served both as producer and occasional lead vocalist. Simultaneously, he embarked on the production of his third studio album in a collaboration with One Love. Wahlberg featured prominently on the track That's the Way I Like It, which garnered moderate success compared to his solo endeavors. However, tensions arose within his label as they sought to steer him toward a grittier persona, reminiscent of Eminem, and embrace gangster rap. Yet the young Marky Mark's aspirations diverged from this direction. His past experiences, including a brief stint in jail for an altercation involving Johnny Trin, a Vietnamese-American veteran who had shaped his outlook. Despite being sentenced to 2 years, Wahlberg served only 45 days before his release, prompting a shift in perspective.
Yeah. Can you feel it, baby?
Kids ever seen you perform? Are they?
They haven't seen me. They've seen videos of me performing, and they're mortified.
Transformed by his experiences, Marky Mark envisioned creating music that would uplift and unify his audience across racial divides in America. However, his music label had different plans, favoring a streetwise persona centered on themes of promiscuity, family conflict, and confrontation. Wahlberg expressed his belief that he could have achieved greater success if his label had embraced his vision, lamenting their narrow focus. I think I could have been a lot more successful had I been allowed to do what I wanted to do. I think the record company had one specific idea and they wanted to go for that, Wahlberg reflected.
Kids ever seen you perform? Are they?
They haven't seen me. They've seen videos of me performing, and they're mortified. Those things where even like when I'm remembering lines from movie, I drill them into my head for such a long time. Now, but if I just give me 2 days to rehearse, and then yes, I could get back into the swing.
Initially, Wahlberg agreed to the label's wishes, partly due to financial pressures exacerbated by his brother Donnie's thriving career. I had just gotten out of jail, and I wanted to make a record. I saw my brother making millions of dollars, and I'm still struggling, so I kinda compromised a little bit. However, ongoing disagreements over artistic direction reached a breaking point, prompting Wahlberg to stand firm against the label's demands. But when they continued to push me further in the opposite direction, that's when I decided not to make another record and wait out my contract, he asserted. Wahlberg's decision stemmed from a deep-seated disillusionment with the industry, having witnessed its darker undercurrents, including the devastating East and West Coast rivalry that claimed the lives of iconic rappers Tupac and Biggie Smalls. He had also observed the destructive impact figures like Diddy had on industry insiders, fueling his resolve to forge a different path.
Well, I was a little pissed about a couple things.
I'm the realest rapper ever. I'm the realest white rapper ever. Not to know that Eminem would come, shortly after. At first, I didn't want it.
Diddy and Mark Wahlberg's paths did cross around 2013 when the two embarked on a venture to launch a high-performance alkaline water brand. The business enjoyed a promising start and continues to thrive in the market. However, rumors suggest a different genesis to their connection, alleging that their encounter occurred when Mark sought to rejuvenate his music career post-departure from East West Records.
Love to see that happen. We have to think of a charity event that we can make Marky Mark come back, because that would be amazing.
Eager for a fresh start and a break from his tumultuous past, he looked to Bad Boy Records for support. Speculation abounds regarding why Mark's association with Bad Boy Records never materialized. One theory is that Diddy may have preemptively declined Mark's involvement. While this notion may seem far-fetched, it gains credence from allegations made by singer Jaguar Wright. In recent years, Wright claimed that Diddy engaged in inappropriate behavior with male artists seeking financial assistance. She recounted an incident involving a female lawyer employed by Bad Boy Records who stumbled upon Diddy receiving fellatio from singer and actor Christopher Williams. According to Wright, the lawyer walked in on the scene while attempting to retrieve signed documents from Diddy's office. After witnessing the encounter, she promptly exited, met with silence from Diddy for the remainder of the day. However, the following day, Diddy confronted the lawyer, seeking clarification about what she had witnessed in his office. Petrified, the lawyer questioned why the CEO hadn't locked his office door before engaging in such activities. This inquiry reportedly infuriated Diddy, who asserted his authority, declaring that the building housing his office was his domain, where he wielded power. Wright continued her narrative, portraying the lawyer as a talented and ambitious professional who had aspired to a significant role within Bad Boy Entertainment. However, her aspirations were shattered when she inadvertently walked in on her boss engaging in inappropriate behavior with a movie star. Diddy supposedly justified the encounter as a demonstration of power.
I had some opportunity to really come back in the music business with the best.
Echoing Wright's claims, R&B singer Chris Brown seemed to suggest a similar sentiment when he revealed that he had been rejected by Diddy for failing to meet certain expectations, notably in dancing. While some fans interpreted Brown's statement as referring to literal dancing, in which he excels, it may also allude to the unspoken expectations and power dynamics within the entertainment industry. However, some fans contend that Chris Brown's use of the word dance carried a deeper metaphorical meaning that wasn't immediately apparent. According to his interpretation, the no-guidance singer implied that he refused to conform to Diddy's expectations, which allegedly included engaging in intimate activities. Given the disturbing allegations surrounding Christopher Williams' experience in Diddy's office, these fans argue that Brown's statement may hold more truth than meets the eye. Furthermore, Brown wouldn't be the only artist to suggest such improprieties within Diddy's circle. In an ongoing court case, music producer Rodney Jones Jr., known as Lil Rod, has accused Diddy of attempting to coerce him into intimate acts during their professional relationship. Jones claims that Diddy made repeated advances towards him, which he steadfastly resisted. To persuade him, Diddy allegedly boasted about his intimate encounters with notable figures such as Usher, Meek Mill, and Stevie J. Although the lawsuit doesn't explicitly name Usher and Meek Mill, it provides enough context to strongly suggest their involvement. Specifically, it mentions a rapper from Philadelphia who has been romantically linked to Nicki Minaj, fitting the profile of Meek Mill. These troubling allegations cast a shadow over Diddy's reputation and raise questions about the power dynamics and exploitation within the music industry. In response to the allegations, Meek Mill vehemently denied any involvement in intimate activities with the founder of Bad Boy Entertainment. Taking to his social media platforms, the I'm a Boss rapper asserted his stance, stating, "I'm from Philly. I don't engage in freaky activities. Nobody would dare approach me because of my reputation. No man would ever proposition me for such behavior." Meek Mill emphasized his roots and his resilience in navigating the tough streets of Philadelphia, asserting his right to defend his masculinity. He dismissed the rumors circulating online, expressing his frustration at the unwarranted attention. "I come from the streets, surviving in the jungle. I have the right to assert my heterosexuality, and I will fiercely defend myself against any insinuations," he declared. While acknowledging and extending his respect to the alphabet community, Meek Mill made it clear that he does not identify with any gay styles or behaviors attributed to other artists. He urged his followers to refrain from spreading baseless rumors and to focus more on meaningful matters. Ultimately, Meek Mill affirmed his independence and integrity, asserting that external influences, including those of the music industry, do not dictate his actions or beliefs. However, fans remain skeptical of Meek Mill's denial. Instead, leaning towards Lil Rod's testimony, they unearthed an old video showing Meek Mill relaxing in a pool with Diddy, addressing him as Daddy and expressing admiration.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Fans interpreted this interaction as evidence supporting Lil Rod's allegations, suggesting that Diddy may have exploited Meek Mill's vulnerability as a rising artist. This raises the possibility that Mark Wahlberg faced similar pressure when seeking assistance to reignite his career. However, Wahlberg remained steadfast in his convictions. Having navigated through a period of teenage rebellion and darkness, he sought a label that aligned with his principles and vision. Unfortunately, it appeared that Bad Boy Records was unwilling or unable to provide the platform he desired. Even if they had, Wahlberg was unwilling to pay the alleged price, which reportedly included compromising his integrity. Internet personality Josh Ostrovsky has also openly accused Diddy of engaging in inappropriate behavior with aspiring artists in exchange for record deals.
I walked into and I saw him like hooking up with a dude, basically like full spooning situation. This guy Felix the House Cat, who's like a producer.
During an episode of the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, the entrepreneur recounted an unsettling encounter he had witnessed involving Diddy at a party in Miami. He described attending an event filled with prominent black figures, feeling somewhat out of place but accompanied by a DJ friend. After taking ecstasy, he found himself wandering through a mansion on Star Island, presumably belonging to Diddy. Amidst the vibrant crowd, he stumbled upon a room where Diddy was engaged in an intimate encounter with an up-and-coming music producer. I walked into a room I shouldn't have walked into, and I saw him hooking up with a dude basically, he recalled about Diddy's behavior, describing it as full spooning situation. Startled by what he witnessed, Josh quickly exited the room only to find himself confronted by Diddy and his associates, who allegedly warned him not to disclose the incident to anyone. Despite the pressure from Diddy's team to retract his story and dismiss it as a fabrication for entertainment purposes, he remained resolute in recounting the truth of what he had seen. He recounted the incident on an interview on Hot 97, although the radio station declined to air it due to the sensitive nature of the allegations. Josh also detailed an incident involving rapper Kid Cudi, whom Diddy allegedly targeted after suspecting him of dating Cassie, Diddy's former partner. According to Josh, Diddy supposedly retaliated by destroying Kid Cudi's car. Although he faced intimidation and skepticism for speaking out, Josh expressed belief that his allegations were finally coming to light. Josh's revelation shed light on the harsh realities faced by aspiring artists seeking recognition from major record labels, exposing the pervasive corruption that has long plagued the music industry. His words contribute to the growing chorus of allegations directed at the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment, adding fuel to the ongoing controversy. The controversy escalated with Cassie Ventura's lawsuit against Diddy, in which she accused him of multiple crimes, including physical maltreatment and degrading treatment. According to the lawsuit filed in New York, Diddy allegedly compelled Cassie to engage in intimate acts with strangers, filming the encounters for his amusement and sharing them with his associates.
Cassie, straight up.
Sean Combs accused of rape and physical abuse by his ex Cassie. In court docs obtained by ET Thursday, the R&B singer accuses the media mogul of creating a pattern of control and abuse that she.
Initially, Diddy vehemently denied the allegations, asserting his innocence. However, within 24 hours of the lawsuit's filing, both parties entered into negotiations resulting in a confidential settlement. While the terms of the settlement remain undisclosed, speculation among fans suggests a substantial monetary sum, with estimates reaching as high as $30 million. Many interpreted the swift resolution as an implicit acknowledgement of wrongdoing on Diddy's part, questioning why would he settle if he believed in his innocence. In response to the settlement, Diddy's legal team asserted that it did not imply an admission of guilt. "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably," they stated, emphasizing that settling a lawsuit does not equate to accepting responsibility for the alleged actions. Diddy himself addressed the situation on November 18th, expressing well wishes to Cassie and her family. "I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love, Diddy," he stated in a release statement. Diddy's attorney, Ben Brofman, further clarified the settlement, affirming that it did not compromise Diddy's denial of the allegations. "Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing," Brofman asserted. He emphasized that Diddy's decision to settle was based on reaching a mutual agreement and it did not undermine his denial of the claims. Following Cassie's lawsuit, several other women came forward with similar allegations against Diddy, alleging physical misconduct while they were intoxicated. Among them was Joy Dickerson Neal, who claimed to have encountered Diddy while she was a university student.
I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
According to the lawsuit filed by Joy, she went on a date with Diddy, after which he invited her to his residence. Upon arriving, she was served drinks that she suspected were spiked with illicit substances, causing her to lose control. In her vulnerable state, Diddy took advantage of her and engaged in intimate activity without her consent. To exacerbate the situation, Diddy recorded the encounter and shared it with others, leading to severe emotional distress for Joy. Struggling to cope with the trauma inflicted by the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment, she sought help by entering rehab to address her mental health struggles. Following Joy's account, another woman identified as Jane Doe to protect her privacy came forward with similar allegations. She recounted meeting Diddy and R&B singer Aaron Hall with her female friend at an industry event. After becoming acquainted, they accompanied Diddy and Hall to Hall's apartment. Once there, they were given drinks containing substances and subsequently separated among the men. After being separated from her friend, Diddy took Jane Doe to a room where he engaged in non-consensual intimacy with her. Once Diddy had finished, he left the room, leaving Jane Doe to dress herself. However, shortly after Diddy's departure, Aaron Hall entered the room and also forced himself upon her. Shocked and devastated by the unexpected SA, Jane Doe fled the apartment without attempting to locate her friend. It later came to light that her friend had experienced a similar ordeal. In the days following the traumatic incident, Diddy reportedly appeared at their residence, questioning them about whether they had disclosed the events to anyone. He then issued a threat, warning Jane Doe of consequences if any word of the incident were to become public. As the dust appeared to settle from previous lawsuits, another woman came forward, alleging that Diddy SA'd her while she was still in high school. She recounted meeting Andre Harrell, former president of Uptown Records, who introduced her to the CEO of Bad Boy Records. Subsequently, she was invited onto Diddy's private jet and flown to his studio in New York. Like the women before her, she claimed to have been given drinks that impaired her judgment, leading to non-consensual intimate activity with Diddy. The lawsuit included several photos of her with Diddy and his crew, further supporting her allegations.
Darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life.
These new accusations provided insight into the darker side of Diddy's world, prompting many fans to condemn him and to call for accountability for his alleged actions. Despite Diddy's consistent denial of wrongdoing, attributing the lawsuits to opportunism, skepticism remained widespread. It seemed implausible to many that multiple women would fabricate similar stories. Interestingly, all the lawsuits alleged incidents dating back to the 90s, coinciding with the period when Mark Wahlberg was contemplating a return to the music scene. It's plausible that Wahlberg may have been aware of or heard rumors about such behavior, influencing his decision to ultimately abandon his music aspirations in favor of pursuing a career in film. While the film industry has its own challenges, Wahlberg likely felt he could exert more control over his projects. In light of the allegations surrounding Diddy, Wahlberg's choice to distance himself from the hip-hop scene may have been justified, underscoring the prevalence of troubling practices within the industry. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and smash that notification bell for more episodes.